Hey guys, so back towards the beginning of this year I did a shopping my stash video where basically I'd had enough of having a big massive collection. It was kind of stressing me out, so I went through, shopped my stash, went through my makeup collection and pulled out some products to be able to create a full face of makeup and said these are the products that I'm going to consistently use day in and day out. If you want to see that video I will leave it linked below because it does go into a bit more detail about why I was doing it and what products I picked out if you want to see that and that kind of thing. So that's kind of where it all started, and that went great for about a month or so, and then I started to get a bit bored with just using the exact same products every single day. Like I said, I just got bored basically, so I kind of went back into my old habits of just going through my makeup collection, picking out whatever I felt like, and then it just kind of got overwhelming again, and it was kind of a stress to get ready in the morning because I didn't know what makeup look to do. I had to like hunt through my collection to figure out what I wanted to use, and it just made getting ready in the morning a lot longer. So yeah, I kind of came to the realization again, hey, this isn't working again. So what I did actually was I went through my whole makeup collection, pulled everything out, all of my makeup, and I did Instagram pictures of this, I believe, and I've done blog posts on all of this as well. But basically I went through all of my makeup collection. I keep a makeup inventory, which I also have a video on that, which I will link below, but it's not the best quality. It's, gosh, it must be about 3-4 years old now. But yeah, I do have a video on that, so I will link it below in case you are interested in that. But basically my makeup inventory basically just tells me when I bought the product, what it was, when I opened it, and when it's due to expire, and I can kind of keep track of what I've got and whether I used all the product up, so I perhaps loved it, all that kind of thing. I go into a lot more detail about that in that video. But yeah, I used that makeup inventory to see if I had products in my collection that had already expired, and if they had, I got rid of those. And then with what I was left, I pulled out all of the products that were good, that I liked, that weren't due to expire for quite a while, and just kind of put them into a separate drawer in my makeup collection out of the way. And then with what I had left, I went through, and anything that was kind of a bit scummy, maybe didn't look so great, that I felt kind of a bit iffy about giving away to somebody else, I just got rid of that stuff. And then I pulled out things that I didn't think suited me, that I didn't like, that I didn't reach for, that I knew I wasn't going to want to use for whatever reason, and I gave that stuff away to friends. And then with what I had left, which was still quite a big chunk, I basically sorted it into categories, which I have a blog post on this. Like I said, I have been kind of documenting this whole process. If you want to check that out, I'll leave that exact blog post linked below because it does go into a lot more detail about how I went through my whole makeup collection and what I did. But basically with what I have left, I am going through each week and picking out products to be able to create a full face of makeup with maybe a couple different colour options for eyeshadows or cheeks or something like that. And yeah, basically just sticking to those products for that week, and then the next Sunday I'll go through my my smaller condensed collection of products that are about to expire and maybe switching out a few of the products, because that way I'm still using up my collection, but I'm not getting bored. I'm getting to switch it up every week, so I'm not getting bored with using the exact same products, but I am using the same products every day for that week period. So it does make getting ready quicker because I'm using those same products, but I get variety because I'm switching it out every week, and at the same time I'm getting to use up all of my makeup, because I also kind of realised that by sticking with what I'd done originally, by just picking out a full face of makeup and just sticking with those products alone consistently over time, I kind of realised that by the time I use up all of those products, the rest of my makeup might have expired by that point, and that's kind of a waste as well. So I decided this way I get to use up everything kind of gets a fair use, and I get my use out of it a lot more than just using up one set of products and then the rest of my makeup collection goes bad. So that's what I've been doing, and like I said, I have been documenting this over on my blog, so if you go over to my blog, which is always linked below, I actually have a Makeup of the Week tab, and that's what I've been doing. Every week, every Sunday, I pull out new products to use for the week, and I take pictures of them, and I talk about what the products are, why I've picked them, how I got on last week, and I've been trying to include some of the makeup looks that I've created with those products. You can kind of get a feel for how I'm using things, which that's been really fun to do. I've really enjoyed doing that, so make sure you check that out if you want more updates. The only week that I haven't done was this past week, because I just got too busy to pull anything out. Everything was a mess, and I have noticed it's been taking me longer to get ready in the morning. So yeah, that's what I've been doing. As for the whole not spending money on makeup side of things, I feel like I've actually done really well. I haven't not bought any makeup whatsoever, because that wasn't ever really the goal, but I have definitely cut down, and at this point in my life I don't feel like I even want to go buy makeup. I'm quite happy. Like I said, I have been buying bits and pieces here and there, but it has just been bits and pieces. I haven't been going out to Boots and buying a ton of new makeup or ordering loads of stuff online. I have been ordering things in other areas, like clothes. If you saw my last clothing haul, I went a little bit crazy on that, so I kind of need to work on that area next. But as for makeup and beauty products, I haven't really been spending that much money on that kind of thing, so that's really good. I have IMATs coming up this weekend. I'm going to be there on Saturday with my friend Carla, so if you see me, come say hi please. But even with IMATs, I don't feel like I'm going to buy a lot of makeup. I mean, that might change once I get there, but honestly, there's not really anything that I really want. The only makeup I'm planning on buying at IMATs is some stuff from NARS, because last year they had a crazy good discount on, so I definitely want to check out NARS. But even then, I think the most I'll get is maybe a couple of eyeshadows, a couple of blushes, and a couple of multiples, maybe something like that. I don't want to go out and buy like a whole face of makeup and buy all these different like eyeshadow palettes and stuff like that. It's just, I don't know what it is that's changed, but I'm really loving just using up what I've had or what I've got and kind of seeing me getting through those products. Now, speaking of that, going on to actually using up my products, I haven't actually used up that much. I haven't actually finished up that many products. I have a little list, and there's only 5 products that I've used up. I used up the Gerda Spillman Hydro Pearls Makeup Primer, which is just a little sachet just a little sample that I got in a Birchbox one time. So I used that up, and I'm now using up my Benefit Professional, which if you've been following my Makeup of the Week blog posts, then you'll have seen that I have been including that every single week. So that's slowly but surely getting down. I used up my Bourjois Healthy Mix Serum Foundation, which I love. I'm currently trying to use up the Makeup Forever Foundation that I bought at IMATS last year, but it's not really my favourite. I'm just trying to get it used up because I did spend so much money on it. I used up my L'Oreal Telescopic Mascara, which was great. I think I maybe need to go through my mascaras and throw some of them out, because I feel like some of them have kind of dried out a bit now. And I'm not, as I'm pulling out my makeup each week, I'm not pulling those particular ones out because I know they're kind of dried out. So I think I need to do that, but that one I used up completely. I used up my Rimmel Stay Matte Powder, and I have actually used up my 17 Miracle Matte Pressed Powder as well, and I'm now back onto using the Rimmel one. I definitely prefer the Rimmel one over the 17 one. If you want a review or a blog post on that about my reasons why I prefer the Rimmel over the 17 one, then let me know in the comments below. And then the other thing that I used up was the L'Oreal Contour Kohl Eyeliner, which if you guys have been following my favourites and empties videos, then you will have seen all of those products in those videos. I actually just went through and checked what products I'd used up because I couldn't remember off the top of my head. So as you can see, not really all that much has been used up, and it's kind of day-to-day stuff. It's a mascara, an eyeliner, and foundation and face powder. So I haven't been using up eyeshadows or blushes or anything like that. Some of them I have been getting down, some of them I've hit pan on quite a bit, but things like that do generally take a long time to use up. So if I was using that same, for example, the same blush consistently day in, day out for weeks and weeks and weeks, by the time I'd finished using that up, probably a lot of my other blushes will have expired by that point. So I like how I'm kind of trying to use everything, and I may not be able to use up every product in its entirety before it expires, but at least I will get a good use out of it, and I'm happy with that. I can make my peace with that. So that's how I've been getting on. That's what I've been doing. I hope this is what you guys wanted, because I did have a lot of requests to do this kind of video when I did my shopping my stash video. A lot of people asked for updates, so that's kind of where I'm at with it. If you want to kind of stay updated on what I'm doing, then you can follow my blog, follow my Makeup of the Week posts that I've been doing over there, because I will be continuing to do those. I just skipped last week because, like I said, I was kind of busy. But yeah, that's where I'm at with it, and I'm really enjoying it. I feel like I have kind of curbed my appetite for buying makeup products. So I hope this helped you guys. I hope it gave you some tips and ideas for what you can do if you're trying to not spend so much on makeup, if you're on a spending ban, or if you're just trying to use up some of your own makeup collection, if you're on a project pan or something like that. I hope this is helpful to you. If you have any of your own tips, please leave them in the comments below, because I'm sure it'll be very helpful to everybody else that might be doing this. And yeah, I think that's everything. So I hope you guys like this video, and I will see you in my next one. Bye guys!